Hello, United Wesley, and welcome to Sermon Catch Up, The Road Part 2. This week we looked at all have sinned. We're taking this from Romans 3:23, where it says, "For all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God." This is kind of a big deal, because that means absolutely everybody on this planet, no matter what, is guilty of being a sinner. Now we kind of think, well, I'm not a sinner, I'm not a bad person, I've never done anything wrong. But you probably have. You've probably done something, even if it's the smallest insignificant thing of like a little white lie at your Santa Christmas exchange. Someone asked you if you had their name and you said no, when you did. That's a sin. Now things obviously can get much worse. You could be a murderer, a rapist, and the list goes on and on. Now that's not everybody. Not everybody is a horrible, horrible person, but everybody is a sinner. Everybody has done something that went against the will of God. The entire Bible lists out tons of different things that show us ways that we could fall short of God's best intentions for us. But we sum them down to about 10 rules, known as the 10 Commandments. You can find them in Exodus. And that list is basically the main idea of, if you're breaking these, you're breaking God's rules. You're breaking these, you're a sinner. And at some point, we tend to break at least one of them, if not more of them. One of the big ones, though, is that you should have no gods before me. This is God basically saying, I am to be your only God. And we don't think we really break that often. At worst, we're like, well, the options are God or no God. I'm either believing in God or I'm an atheist. Well, there's actually a third option that we don't really think about often, is we make ourselves God. See, when we decide to break any of these other rules, we are now saying that I don't believe God's right. I believe I'm right, and I can do whatever I want. And when you say that, whether you're actually thinking out loud or you're just, breaking the rest of these laws, thinking you know what's best, then you're actually changing the position of things. God is no longer above you. You're placing yourself above God. And thus you're putting a God before God. God that shares your name. A God that is you. And when you do that, you're a sinner. So, at some point, you join the ranks of the rest of the world, and all have sinned. And we fall short of the glory that is God, the love that is God. Because of that, we need something to fix things. We're going to be looking at that in a later part. See you guys next time.